In this tutorial, we'll see how to use Cisco IOS interfaces module for managing interface attributes. So this can handle all these attributes of the Cisco IOS interfaces. All these attributes we have seen in the introductory video. We can configure description, duplex, whether to enable or disable the interface. By default it was true. Then mode, MTU, and name is a mandatory field, and we can configure even speed and add configuration from template. All these options we'll see in this video. We'll directly get into the configuration state option. First, we'll take a look into how to use gather. I'll go to VS Code. Here I'll be using R2 for this demonstration. We can check the current configuration of R2 from the terminal. I'll SSH to R2, give the password to IP interface brief, and this is the management IP. All the other interfaces are down. You can verify even the running config. This is the running configuration of all the interfaces. First, we'll try to get all these configurations using gathered. I'll start writing the task here. I'll give a name, interface config, and the module name is going to be cisco.ios.ios interfaces. Here the state is going to be gathered. I'll register this to a variable intf config. Then we'll try to print this data. I'll copy the interface configuration, this particular variable, and save it. Let us try running the playbook. Ansible-playbook. The directory is 08 iOS resource module. File name is 02. Now this is gathering the interface configuration, and we can see the details in a dictionary format. It is list of dictionaries, and here this is reading all the configuration. If you compare it with the current running config, it will be same. And for IP address configuration, we have another module, iOS L3 interfaces, and for VLAN and trunk interface configurations, we have L2 interfaces module. These we'll see later. Now we are just focusing only on the interface attributes. Here first we'll configure gigabit 02 manually. I'll go to the device terminal. This is the current configuration. Interfaces in shutdown mode. I'll copy these configurations, paste it in the terminal. Now we'll try to run the playbook again. Now for this particular interface, we can see all the additional attributes which we have added. Description, duplex is auto is coming from the default config. Enable is false because interface is shut down. MTU I have configured manually. Then speed also I configured manually. Now from this output, if you want to get only this data, what we can do is we can give gathered, save it, and if you run it, we'll be getting only that particular list of dictionaries. Now we'll see how to use merged, replaced, and overridden. We'll go to the documentation. So here also merge will try to merge the input configuration with current running config. I will copy this config, and here the configuration state is going to be merged, and here we need to add config. Under config we need to give the name. Name is a mandatory field. Under that we need to give each interfaces. Here I'll configure gigabit02. Here we'll try to change the description and MTU of the interface. So here under configuration we need to add description and MTU. I'll even try to enable the interface. Description, I'll call this new description, and then MTU I'll give 9600, enabled true. I will comment the previous task, and here the configuration state is going to be merged. I'll save this and we'll try running this playbook. And here one more thing we need to change. Here we are not gathering the details, so we need to remove this particular key from the debug, and we'll try running this. So now you can see multiple keys here within the output. This is the after config. In the after config, if you look into gigabit02, the description is new description, MTU is 9600, speed is 1000, and even the enabled status became true. And if you look into the command, this has executed all these three commands: interface, new description, and no shutdown, because we have given enable true. And MTU was 9600 before, so it has not changed. Now we'll try to change this to replaced. I'll give new description 1. MTU I'll change to 1024. Save it. Now what will happen is Ansible will try to give some no commands to remove some of the configurations, and it will try to replace with this data. Now you can see the commands this has executed. It is giving no speed 1000 because I haven't added the speed value in this configuration. So it is giving no to the previous speed config, and it is replacing the MTU config, then giving even no duplex auto, because that also we haven't mentioned here. So this is the difference between replaced and merged. Replaced will try to replace the configuration with whatever we have given. Merged will try to merge with the existing config. Now we'll see how to use overridden. Here for safer side, what I'll do, I'll even add the management interface, else I will lose the SSH connection. I'll go to device terminal. Here I'll give show IP interface brief. So here we can see gigabit 0, 1 and 3 are down. What I'll do, interface range gigabit 0/1 to 3, I'll give no shutdown. Now you can see all the interfaces are up. Here we need to change the interface name to 0/0, that is the management interface. I'll change the state to overridden. Save the file, and now we'll try to run the playbook. Now this will try to shut down all the interfaces which are not there in this list. So if I don't give the management interface here, it will even try to shut down that interface. We can see the commands this has executed. For 01 it is giving shutdown. For 03 also it is giving shutdown. For these two interfaces it is giving no speed auto and no duplex auto. Because when it is executing show run, it is able to find these configurations and it is not there in this list, so it is giving no. So you should be careful while using overridden. If you're using all these options, make sure you are testing this in the non-production environment. Now we can verify the interface status here. Now 1 and 3 are shut down. Now we'll see how to use rendered option. Earlier we have seen this will just render the configuration and give us the equivalent CLI commands. We'll go to VS Code. Copy this. And instead of overridden, I'll give rendered. Save it. We'll try to run the playbook. So these are the commands it is using for configuring the device from this particular input. Now if you want to print only the rendered output, we can give this particular key, copy this dot, paste it, and you'll be able to see the commands. And for rendered, we don't need the device connection. Within Ansible, it is generating the CLI commands. We can see the details here. So this will transform the configuration to platform CLI, and this doesn't require active connection to the device. Now we'll see how to use parsed. For that, I'll copy this task, comment it, it is going to be parsed. And we can copy the details from the previous example. And here the file name is going to be r2.conf. Save it, and from here we need to remove this key. We'll try running the playbook. So this is parsing the interface configuration from the config file. We can even copy and paste this into another text file and parse the content. intf.conf, paste it, and here I'll give mtu 9600 intf.cnf. Save it, and we'll try running this. and we can see the MTU configuration which is parsed from this file. Now we'll see how to use template option or template attribute in the iOS interfaces module. So you need to create a template in Cisco iOS device, and you can fetch the configuration for one particular interface from that template. So first we need to create a template. I'll go to the device terminal. To create the template, the command is template, and we need to give the template name. I will call this demo template 1, and inside that we can give the configuration. Here I'll give description. I'll call this from template. Then I can add another value, load interval. I'll give 60 seconds. And now if you see running config, we will have a configuration template. Now we'll try to add this template into one interface. I'll go to the playbook here. I'll copy this. Configuration state, we can keep it as merged itself. Here in this interface, I'll select gigabit 3. Then under that we'll give template and the template name. Name is demo-template 1. We'll remove this rendered key from here. Save it, and we'll try running the playbook. So now we can see the command. This has executed. We'll verify the device running config. Show run interface gigabit 0/3. So this is having source template demo template 1. Now we can give show derived config interface gigabit 03, and we'll be able to see the configuration from the template and the load interval. So in this way you can use template for configuring the interface. Now we'll see how to delete interface attributes. I'll go to the playbook here. I'll copy this, paste it, and here I'll try to delete interface 1 and 2 configurations. I'll give deleted. Comment the previous task. Now we'll try running the playbook. So you can see the command. This has executed. It is giving no to speed and duplex for 01, and for 02 this has deleted all the configurations which we added from the module. Now we'll see how to use purge. We'll look into the documentation of purge. So this will delete logical interfaces or virtual interfaces. So I'll go to device terminal, and I will create a loopback interface. Interface loopback 2000, and I'll give no shutdown. So IP interface brief. So now I have a loopback interface here. Go to VS Code. Here I'll give loopback 2000, and state is going to be purged. Comment this, save it, and now we'll try to run this playbook. Now this has given no interface loopback 2000. We can verify the interface configuration. Now we don't have loopback 2000 here. So in this way you can use Cisco IOS interfaces module for configuring interface attributes.